It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Hey, today I'm bringing part 4 of my story on ImageQuest LLC. You know, the managed IT service provider in Nashville, Tennessee. I had its CEO and founder, Milton Bartley, on. I talked to Jay Mallory, the Vice President of Business Development. Last week we had Matt Moses, the project manager. Well, today, folks, we got Angie Burgess, and Angie runs the HelpDesk. The HelpDesk is a critical component of delivering IT services effectively, more importantly, at or above expectations of customers. Angie, it is so great to have you on. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Ray. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Angie. You know, it's been about 4 years since I saw you all down there in Nashville. But, you know, Angie, right when I was leaving, I think I spent about 6 months with the new HelpDesk that me and Milton and the team built as we left, you know, the master service provider or the outsourced HelpDesk. So how are things been going over the last 4 years? Did me and Milton and the team make the right decision moving that in-house?
Yes, definitely. When we had an outsourced help desk, even though we tried 2 different providers, one who was U.S. based and one who was overseas, our customers did not get the customer satisfaction that they were looking for. We kind of had no control over that aspect of it. The customers that we have, they want a more personable approach, you know, someone who knows their network, someone who is familiar with their people. So when we brought that in-house, we were able to control that aspect of it much better.
Well, you know, Angie, I think I did a video a while back, and I talked about the Chevy driver and the Lamborghini driver, and, you know, ImageQuest, and you've heard it from the other interviews I've had about ImageQuest, but they only have 70 accounts. But those 70 accounts generate about $9 million a year in revenue and $6 million a year in reoccurring services revenue. But those customers have a certain persona that, you know, you can't mix them up with customers that don't have that certain persona, and that's always what I didn't like about the outsourced help desk. So that's fantastic that you guys are doing well. You know, Angie, let me ask you a question, because a lot of times, you know, a lot of my videos, I talk about data and the need to manage by data. So I know that ImageQuest is a ConnectWise user. Can you kind of share with us some of the data that you're using on a daily basis to help drive efficiencies and manage that help desk?
Certainly. We use a tool that is called BrightGauge. It is already, you know, out there in the world.
Okay.
It integrates with ConnectWise, and it will pull all of our data that we need in reporting format, so that we can easily, you know, take a look at our numbers and see if we need to make any changes in our deliverables to our customers. You know, I've pulled up a weekly report that is auto-generated from within BrightGauge and sent to the managerial staff at ImageQuest, okay. Just to give you an idea of what we see on a weekly basis. Here, you know, it kind of gives us our daily counts as far as how many tickets are opened and the average age of a ticket, how many we've closed per week, how many were open per week. If we scroll down, we can see, you know, how many each customer has opened and closed, which is very helpful because we know who our top customers are. We also have a leaderboard for our technicians so that we can see who, you know, who's the forerunner in closing tickets for the week. And then we get CSAT, customer satisfaction reporting as well, from another tool called Smallback, but it's also integrated into BrightGauge so that it can pull in the same reporting. And basically, when a technician completes a ticket, the user gets a chance to complete a survey and give us any comments that they prefer, negative or positive. And so we report on those as well constantly.
And you don't get it, you're not getting any negative ones, right?
Well, we do get some, but it's very, very low. We have about an overall 95% positive rating, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Well, I remember, you know, when I was there, if that ticket came in with that yellow face, that, you know, me and Milton both immediately got paged. And you know, we waited for the team to obviously respond to that. But can you pull up that Smileback software a little bit, Angie? Because that's a really great program. And while she's doing that, my friends, folks in the imaging channel, quit trying to reinvent software. It already exists. ConnectWise is a great PSA tool to use to manage your help desk, to manage all the activity that needs to be done with an MSP. And folks, Smileback is a great software to help educate you on what your clients are doing. So go ahead and pull that up, Angie. I'd love to show that.
All right, you should see it on the screen. This is our reviews for the last 30 days.
Okay.
And you can see there's our positives for the last 30 days, the percentage rates anyway, neutral, negative. And then you'll actually see where the customer has responded as well.
So in this thing, it works simple. You don't have to fill out a whole bunch of questions, which nobody wants to do. You hit a green, a yellow, or a red face. And if you hit a red face, obviously there's a place you could put some comments. But you know what? Some of your customers are, you come back down here, Angie. Some of your customers are, they're just happy. When you want to know that, if you just make it, you know what, hit the green face and tell us that you're happy. But the orange face is important. I think it's the most important of all, because the orange face is that warning that you're going to have an unhappy customer really quick. So fantastic stuff, you know. Angie, is there anything that you've learned over the last 4 years, some wisdom that you might want to share with people that are running a help desk?
I will tell you that while the technical aspect of a technician on a help desk is very important, the customer service aspect is also as important. When you're, trying to staff that help desk, a lot of times you can train that technical aspect into somebody, pretty quickly. But as far as the customer service aspect, that's kind of an innate feature for someone to have, to be able to, speak with someone, and even though they're going through something that's, stopping them from being able to work and be efficient and get their job done, so they're not in the best place in the world, and you can talk to that person and you can fix their issue, but also, maybe spin their day around and make them have a better day after they finish speaking with you. That aspect of a technician is very important.
Well, it goes back to controlling that deliverable. I mean, when you have your own help desk, those technicians on the help desk get to understand those customers. I remember when I was there, when the project went out and Matt was putting the project together, the help desk was a big part of it from day one. I mean, the help desk understood what the company was delivering. They understood the players in the organization. So I imagine you're still doing that stuff. And,
We are.
And to me, that's the most important factor in really understanding the need to bring this in-house. So, that's great stuff. Angie, I got to be honest, you guys are doing some knockout stuff there in Nashville. You all should be very, very proud. I mean, our friends, and our friends in the imaging channel, I remember when I was there with Milton, we'd bring him in every once in a while. He might still do that. And we'd show him the numbers. We'd show him what we were doing. But I think it was important to highlight ImageQuest, the players in the space, that we're all just people. But the reason that ImageQuest is successful is because we have leaders like Angie, leaders like Jay and Matt and Milton, a team dedicated to delivering exceptional service. You guys are doing great things. Is there anything you want to share before we end?
No, I just want to say that I am very proud of our leadership team at ImageQuest. We do have a knack with the leadership team of keeping our finger on the pulse of IT. We were one of the forerunners as selling and putting out their desktop as a service, which, even before the virus hit, and when the virus did hit, that really became a necessity for a lot of companies to continue to work. So it's great that we have that ability to stay at the forefront of what the trend is going to be.
Well, you guys are definitely doing that, and you've proved to the whole world that a legacy copier business can become an IT services company, but not without a whole lot of boldness and a whole lot of strong leadership. Angie, it was great having you on. I look forward to having you on again, because, my friends, we all know this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.